Hey, Terry Brookhart here again. Story time. So it's interesting how like attracts like. I've been doing this podcasting thing for about a month now. This will be the 11th episode or something like that. And it's interesting how when you put content out and you're trying to make something happen, people will gravitate you that are doing the same thing. And I went to the the Modern Downline. That's what it was. The Modern Downline out in Boise, Idaho, back in August, and met some really cool people. Learned a lot at the convention or the little group session. It was really awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. But Rocio, who was a an attendant there, she went and she was learning her own things. Actually, reached out to me a few weeks, about a week ago, about 2 weeks ago now, and we were putting together something at the end of December before the end of the year, which is really cool. It's basically a course that is a 3 day sprint. It's Leads for Life, how you get leads to your business. And it's interesting because I had no intention or plan to do a 3 day sprint. And it's really cool that when somebody else is pushing you, they light a fire under your butt and you get to keep going more than what you would do by yourself. And it's cool because we actually just talked about this last night about the fact that the concept of success zombies, people that go to these conventions or they read the books or they do all the right things but don't take action. For the first time ever, I now finally made a little bit of money online, and it's really cool in terms of a feeling because that validates what I've been doing. And I'm excited because I'm proving the concept that of what I'm doing and sharing with you, it works. And like I said, this 3 day sprint is it's a 3 day course or 3 days of how to generate leads. There are three different modules basically. So one of them is the concept of differentiating marketing versus just content creation. Because content creation as a whole is where you just put out content, whether it's video, blogging, Facebook posts, things like that, just with no agenda or no direct, how should I say, direction of where you want someone to go. So when someone enters your funnel or your website or whatever you have, however you want to exchange your time and energy for money, if you're just putting information out in a direction without having somebody go through steps, that's just content. Marketing is a very specific tool of content. It's content with a purpose because you want an end result, whether it's to collect money, whether it's to get people to sign up or donate to a charity, whatever it is. Marketing is content with a purpose. The in addition to that, I think that's the first day, which is going to be really awesome. The second day is actually the day that I'm going to be teaching all about podcasting, like different kinds of platforms to put it on, how to actually start a podcast from like nothing, absolutely nothing, to putting some episodes out there into the interwebs. Also, there is we're doing a little bit of like Instagram, Facebook kind of like tips and tricks, but the third one is YouTube. So YouTube and podcasting are definitely different because they're two different platforms. One is audio based and it attracts a certain type of audience, and the other one is video based, i.e. this. So it's a little bit different, and we're going to go over the core principles of how to actually use each platform and how to grow an audience. It's really interesting to see how from nothing you can create something. You just have to be constructive with what you're saying. Now, this is exciting because it's the 27th to the 29th, so right before the end of the year, and we thought about it for a while, why we would want to do it before the end of the year. Well, if you think about it, a lot of people really like the concept of, I'm going to start in January 1st, these New Year's resolutions, but how many people, let's take the gym for example, how many people have said, hey, I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go lose 15 pounds, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to quit drinking or quit smoking, and they're good for a week or a month, maybe even 2 or 3 months, but then they get back on the bandwagon. It's the same basic concept. So if you don't follow through and you don't keep up, you're not going to have anything. So we start this before the end of the year to show people and to teach that once you hit that New Year's resolution, then you can hit the ground running and go. You don't have to start at zero. You don't have to wait until a deadline to start. You can prep yourself and do what's necessary beforehand, especially if it's like, think of it like for learning how to market. Yes, if you've been reading or listening to the podcast or reading blogs or watching certain videos on how to actually build funnels and things like that, that's great. But you have to do something. And you don't have to wait to a certain date or period of time to actually do that thing. You can create videos, or you can create content on how you want to actually deliver it. But starting now, because you can't take the second step or third step until you take the first. But getting off my soapbox here for a second, I do actually have a plan for 2022. A lot of things are going to happen. In February, I'm launching my first SLO product. It's going to be done for you funnel kind of thing. I'm putting that out there. I'll launch that. I'm finishing my funnel before the end of the year, but I'm going to actually launch it the 1st of January, so that way I can start marketing and telling people about it via Facebook, Instagram, paid ads, things like that, just to get some eyeballs to it, because it's going to be a really good piece that is going to help a lot of people move at a faster pace. Because how you measure success is time and money. Time, it moves at a very steady pace, and you can invest time, and it's time consuming. But you can invest all the time in the world, but money moves much faster than time itself. So if you can put money into a project, it's going to grow and accelerate much faster than you just promoting by yourself individually. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's a lot of things are actually going on in the first quarter. I got to get myself a launch calendar so that way I can actually put things out there on like a big wall. I want to get like an 8-foot by 4-foot one with like all 12 months and just mark each day with a Sharpie. It's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to say that if you're curious about the 3-day sprint that I'm putting together with Rocio, that is at leadsforlifesprint.com. And I'll link it in the video here, and I'll link it over in the podcast as well. But it's going to be really cool. It's the course itself is totally free, not charging anything. There is a VIP upgrade for the recordings and things like that, plus a few extra bonuses. But the course itself is just teach and get some good feedback. Hopefully we get to see you guys over there. I'm excited. And until then, I will see you in the next video.